Inquirer Libre. Ito ang Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
Philippine Standard Time, 1 minuto makalipas po ang alas 10 ng umaga. Good morning. Naitala sa Tuguegarao City ang pinakamataas na temperatura sa bansa ngayong taon. Pumalo sa 39 degrees Celsius ang temperatura sa naturang syudad dakong alas 2 kahapon, April 25. Ayon sa Pag-asa, ito ang pinakamainit na temperatura sa taong 2014 at ikatlong pinakamataas na temperatura sa kasaysayan ng bansa. Noong May 11, 2012 ay naitala ang 40.4 degrees Celsius sa Cabanatuan City at 42.2 degrees naman sa Tuguegarao City noong May 11, 1969. Asahan naman ang mainit na at malinsangang pa ring panahon ngayong weekend, lalo sa Luzon, Visayas dahil sa Easterlies. At yan po ang latest. For more news and updates, follow us sa aming pong Facebook and Twitter account, Radio Inquirer 990 at yahoo.com. O di kaya sa aming live video streaming sa aming website, www.ustream.tv/channel/DZIQ. Ako po si Alvin Barcelona para sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM.
Radyo Inquirer. Ito ang Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. 990 AM.
Nearly 2 centuries of broadcasting.
As of the latest, there are, according to the Federal Communications Commission, 15,200 U.S. radio stations, and in conformity with the CIA World Factbook, there are about 44,000 radio stations worldwide. In the Philippines, there are 375 AM radio stations all over the country accredited with the KBP, 596 FM radio stations, and 228 TV stations.
The broadcast media has evolved and continue to be an effective tool of communication in these modern and internet era. An important message in the observance of the Broadcasters Month from the Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas or KBP and this station.
Inihahandog ng Team Kabuhayan at Radyo Inquirer 990 AM ang programang magbibigay sa inyo ng inspirasyon, sagana at hitik sa impormasyong pampinansyal, paunlarin ng kabuhayan, trabaho at negosyo. Pera at Kabuhayan. Pag-usapan natin kasama sina Attorney Ed Dural, Jerome Fadriquela, Ricky Brosas at Miss Liza Soriano dito sa Pera at Kabuhayan. Tuwing linggo, alas 7 hanggang alas 8 ng umaga dito lang sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
It's a rich man's world.
Langit sa lupa. Ang langit mong inaasam, nasa kamay mo na. Programang tutugon sa pangangailangang espiritual ng tao sa paraang nararapat. Magbabalanse sa litratong tagilid, ipapakita ang buong katotohanan at magbibigay pag-asa. Langit sa lupa. Ang langit mong inaasam, nasa kamay mo na. Linggo, alas 6:15 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Dito sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Langit sa lupa. Ito po ang Trans Radio Broadcasting Corporation. Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Kasapi ng KBP. Naglilingkod, nagbabalita, may paninindigan. Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
It's 10:05.
Para sa may init na balita, Victory in Governance and Technology through Information Network. Bigatin. Para sa mga napapanahong usapan, Victory in Governance and Technology through Information Network. Bigatin. Makinig at makisalo sa programang Siksik sa Impormasyon at Bigatin sa Kaalaman. Kasama ang inyong mga kabarkada na sina Den Macaranas, Arnie Barcelo, Angel Bonifacio at Ellison Barcelo. Bigatin Radio. Sa Bigatin, bigatin ka talaga!
Bigatin sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM. Magandang morning! Welcome sa Bigatin!
Good morning! Araw po ngayon ng Sabado, April 26, 2014. And welcome po sa programang Bigatin. Yan, samahan niyo po kami hanggang alas 11 ng umaga dito po sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM. At syempre, punong-puno po tayo ngayong araw ng Sabado. Siyempre, simulan natin, pakilala natin ating barkada. Sama natin ngayon, ako po muna, no? Sa pangalan po ni Den Macaranas. Ako po si Alvin Barcelona. Siyempre, kasama natin ang maganda, yan. Ang profesor mula sa UST, si Mamo Arnie. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Alvin.
Yes.
Yan. Isang napakagandang pagbati naman nun. Thank you for
syempre.
that.
And syempre, meron tayong mga live guests, no? Ngayong umaga at live audience din. Sige, simulan natin pakilala para marami tayong maitanong sa kanila. Okay, go ahead, Arnie. Pakilala mo na yung ating first guest.
So ngayon, Alvin, we're going to talk about Android, iOS. Medyo techy lang ang dating sa'yo, pero eventually, after or during the 1 hour, it would be, you will realize it's really fun. Iba pala yung web dev, game dev.
Alam mo, you lost me at iOS eh. Yung mga hindi ko na. Kaya maganda tong programa na to dahil malalaman natin kung ano ba yung sinasabi mo na yan. Tsaka we have siguro a deeper understanding of what iOS, what is Android is. Alam ko sa cellphone yun, di ba? Sa mga smartphone. Yeah. Pero what else, di ba? What can our audience, even our yung ating mga guests can share something about nung mga topic natin ngayon. Okay, sinong guest natin?
Ayan, so we have our friends from White Widget.
White Widget.
Okay, so we have here Miss Andrea Levine.
Andrea Levine.
She is the technical director of White Widget. Eto, medyo mahaba-haba to at makinig. Kapit, mga... Ayan. Andrea graduated from Ateneo de Manila University in 2011 and worked in New York as the lead software developer before co-founding White Widget.
Okay. She's the co-founder of White Widget.
She enjoys all things about tech, like creating commercial web projects since the age of 12.
Ba? Ano bang ginagawa ko noong 12 ako?
Kaya nga. And to think, Alvin, she is just 26 years old ngayon.
Okay, nakakaingit naman yung accomplishments ni Andrea.
Ito pa, my dear students, listen. So, she is passionate about Android, iOS, web tech, user experience designs, and love video games. Ayan. She also sings in a jazz band. Oh my gosh.
Daming talent
Ito, she is into cosplays. Mayroon tayong isang kakilala dito, si Gosing Piao na...
yung...
si Alodia, no?
Alodia, yes. Nagko-cosplay din.
She writes music, performs poetry, and a member of Mensa.
Mensa.
Ayan. Okay, friends. Hi, Andrea. Let's welcome Andrea. Hi. Hello. Ayan, okay.
Ay, yung mic.
Yung mic niya. Ayan.
Turn it on, yes.
On pa ba?
You have to press.
Yeah, okay. I can hear you now. Okay, go ahead.
Hello, hi. It's nice to be here.
Ang ganda niya, no?
Oo nga, naalala ko yung sabi na, di ba, dito sa background niya, she does cosplays.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I can see.
nakakaima na nagpa-process na yung isip ko. Ano kaya yung costume na suot niya mamaya?
Siguro tanong natin mamaya, ano ba mga klaseng costumes ang sinusuot niya every time, mga events, di ba, yung mga cosplay events, no?
Yeah. Ano yan? Actually, na-imagine, posible yun kasi she is into game dev eh.
Okay.
So, actually, artist siya. So, pwede talaga siyang ma-converted to cosplay. Pwede. Mamaya.
Okay.
Mamaya magagawa na tayo ng character ni Andrea. Sa game. Okay, we have also our friend from Widget also.
Okay. Ano Another friend from Widget.
Yeah.
Sige, go ahead.
Alan Tan. Alan is the managing director of White Widget.
Mm.
Ayan. Also graduated from Ateneo de Manila in 2008 and worked at Hewlett-Packard for 2 years before co-founding White Widget. Kanina, nagtanong ako paano sila nag-meet kasi ibang batch eh. And then, Alan specializes in game dev and is the only Filipino tutorial writer for the most popular iOS tutorial site. Ito ay yung raywenderlich.com. Okay. We will check this on later, no? Yung tutorial site for iOS. Ayan. Okay, friends, let us welcome Alan. Hi, Alan. Hello.
Ayan, paki-on yung mic.
Press ko habang
Yan,
nagsasalita.
okay na.
Ayan.
Okay na ba?
Okay na.
Yeah, okay na
Go
kahit
ahead.
yan. Ayan. So, yan. Let us welcome also Alvin, our friends from the University of Santo Tomas, Faculty of Engineering from Junior Philippine Computing Society. They are the officers of JPCS UST chapter. Hi! Hi!
Ano ba niya? Estudyante mo rin sila?
Yes, advisor po kasi ako ng JPCS at saka ng Engineering Student Council.
Ayun.
Ayan. So, wala sila. So, next Saturday, yung Engineering Student Council darating din dito.
Okay. Alright, siguro simulan natin tanong. Before that though, I'd like to announce yung mga numbers natin. Those who wants to ask questions sa ating mga guests, no, yung mga gusto magtanong, maaari po kayong mag-text sa aming hotline 0919-290-9646. Okay, itawag nyo na lang kung wala kayong cellphone o kaya wala kayong load. 519-1875, 519-1876. Ayan, yung may mga katanungan para sa ating mga guests. Alright, let's start. Ako, curious lang ako siguro. Ang first question ko itong they founded White Widget, di ba?
Yes.
Pasensya na sa forgive me for my ignorance. What is White Widget?
Okay. So White Widget is an indie game company that also makes apps. So yung specialty namin, mobile games, mobile apps, web applications, and websites. So we do sound, game design, programming, all sorts of things.
Any application that's familiar to us na developed na
We
ninyo?
have some really famous ones, but I'm under NDA, so I can't
okay.
really mention them. But just to give you an idea, one of the apps we've done belongs to a multiple Grammy Award-winning artist in the States,
Okay.
and it was featured on the front page of the Apple App Store just a few months ago. But I can't disclose who that is.
Okay.
Yes. NDA is non-disclosure agreement, right?
Yes, correct.
So,
yeah.
ano muna tayo dyan? Hush muna. Okay. So, you have big projects that you have done and accomplished so far. Paano kayo, how do this artists get in touch with you?
Well, maraming paraan. We have a website and meron ding mga parang job listings online. So, everything happens online. Wala, kasi, diba, wala na tayo ibang way
Tama.
Communicate,
sa kanila.
collaborate, yeah.
So, you just have to make your presence felt in the internet. Tapos darating din. Kasi yung mga company sa US, naghahanap talaga sila ng mga company dito. Or even mga tao lang dito. Kasi, di ba, sa kanila medyo nasa saturate na sila. Ang dami nila. Tapos yung economy nila medyo mas malaki requirement sa kanila. Sa atin, parang ang hindi natin alam, ang hindi alam ng iba is marami talagang mga lumalabas na mga movie, mga animation dito ginagawa
That's right.
So alam nung mga malalaking kumpanya doon na dito ginagawa. So naghahanap talaga sila dito ng talent. So yun, pag may website ka, pag i-list mo lang pangalan mo online, may darating din na mga magtatanong.
So it is like working abroad without leaving your country,
Yes.
Ayun. And so far, ilang kayo sa White Widget so far?
12.
12.
Yung office namin nag-start last year lang.
Last
ng
year lang.
January. Tapos, since then, nag-grow kami steadily every month. So, of course, nag-start with kaming dalawa. Tapos, first month, isang tao. Okay, second month, wala, isang tao pa rin. Third month, isa pa. Tapos fourth month, isa pa ulit. Tapos pabilis yung pagdagdag. Biglang next month, 2 naman, 3 naman ang papasok.
So,
ganun.
yung mga projects na hawak nyo, dumarating siya in a bulk? Or
Hindi.
Hindi.
Pwedeng sa isang buwan, 2 project. But when we say project, this can be a big one. It like one project may last 2 or 3 months. So yung team namin, ganun lang yung ginagawa. So this month, kami ni Andrea, pwedeng makahanap kami ng bagong project na gagawin. Di-discuss natin with the team, o gagawin ba natin to, ganun. Tapos, ayun, we'll deal with yung kung sino man yung kliyente, kung taga-US man, taga-UK, kakausapin namin, and okay, let's agree na from January to April, gagawin natin tong project. April yung target natin. Tapos yun na, start na yung...
So you can also choose. I mean, you can opt not to do a project.
Yes.
What are the factors, halimbawa, ayaw ko itong gawin?
Maraming factors. Una,
Yeah.
of
Masyado
course,
mahirap.
yung difficulty is, medyo hindi siya ganun kalaking factor. Kasi actually, kung mas mahirap, mas
challenging.
Mas challenging.
Tama.
Kasi lahat ng bagay sa computer, ngayon, in this day and age, you can study everything. So, pag sabihin natin, kailangan ni client A ng ganito, may Google tayo eh. Pwede mong i-search
actually, lahat
Paano
ng
ba
Google
gawin?
na ngayon.
Actually, kahit anong itanong nila sa'yo, kaya mo ba? Pwede mong sabihin, kaya kong aralin. Diba? Kaya kong aralin yan.
Yeah.
So, after school, kasi yung school may tuturo sa yung basics eh. Pag may basics ka na, kahit ano, kaya eh. So, yun.
And technology yan eh. Mabilis yung turnover ng technology, di ba? Parang every month mayroong bagong technology na kailangan mong pag-aralan.
So parang it's your ability to keep up with that technology. Parang every month, ano yung bago? May bago sa balita, kailangan ko aralin to. May bagong requirement, aralin ko to. So, hindi talaga yung difficulty. Minsan, ang kino-consider namin is kung interesting ba. Kasi may mga project na pwedeng gawin natin to, pero ang dami ng ganito eh. Pag ginawa natin, hindi na siya as impressive. Diba? Maganda yung talagang bagong bagay na pag sinabi natin, tayo gumawa niyan, parang boost ng confidence sa team.
Yung bang interest sa game dev or yung sa game ay innate na sa inyo? So, kailan to nag-start? Kasi si Andrea, at the age of 12, gumagawa na siya ng web projects eh, no? So, ano yan? Was it inborn?
I was homeschooled, so I had
okay.
more time than most kids. So I started making websites commercially, and then I started developing web apps after that.
At age 12?
Yeah, I made for companies like Tremis, the Mill Yacht Club. I also worked as a graphic designer. I used to do print ads and things like that. And then at 14, I switched to web apps. So I know that stuff you can just learn online. Like there's so many books. All that information is free. There's Coursera, there's Khan Academy, there's Code Academy. There's so many resources to learn programming. So it wasn't that hard. And then so I taught myself PHP and JavaScript and jQuery and CSS3 and those things. And yeah, I used to make web applications for companies here. So like one of the things I made when I was 17 is actually still being used now by a company. And that holds almost 1 million resumes. So I made a recruitment application. So those are, it's fun. Like when you start making something and then you actually see it working, it's programming in itself or developing or designing UI. It's like a game.
Ayun. Nangingiti na lang si Alvin eh. Pero you're doing a lot and yet you're still beautiful. Ayan. Anyway, maraming keyword na pwede mapag-usapan dito eh. No? Si Alvin na.
Hindi, ako lang gusto ko lang malaman. Di ba, uso ngayon actually yung ginagamit niyo na sa smartphone is either yung popular lang syempre no, yung Android tsaka iOS.
Yes, sige.
Marami nagtatanong tungkol sa ano ba pinagkaiba ng Android, iOS? I know yung the obvious
okay, let's start
interface,
with
di ba?
Yes.
But ano yung yung main difference between the two operating systems sa palagay ninyo?
Well, I guess for me, the number one difference is that Apple, iOS is a closed system, meaning si Apple lang gumagawa, and they don't share their source code.
Yeah.
But Android, they tell all the manufacturers, go ahead and implement our software. So if you noticed, Apple, there are only Apple products that run iOS, but for Android, like Samsung, Sony, Microsoft, even Nokia has Android phones. Other manufacturers hold those phones.
Okay.
So closed versus open.
Yeah, so that's the main difference, Alvin. Yung the brand, the manufacturer, and the application running in the
But I
in the
guess syempre
machine.
yung both operating system may advantages din, 'di ba?
Yeah, okay.
So what are those? Halimbawa, what's the advantage of having a closed operating system as compared to halimbawa yung Android, which is literally parang open for everyone?
When you have a closed system, you're more in control of the device, right? So Apple has a review process for apps that go to it, so you feel like the apps that you're getting are of a higher quality. But then again, there are less apps. But for Android, anyone can publish to their app market, and it's only if you're really flagged as offensive that they'll take you down. So it's both a blessing and a curse, because the benefit of a closed system is basically control, but the control is all in Apple's side. They decide what goes on their system and how it behaves. With Android, the problem is device fragmentation. This is just a fancy term, meaning there's so many devices that we don't know how to implement Android properly on all of them. So there's sometimes, like when you program for Android, there are differences and sometimes things break. You can't predict that because people implement or set up Android on these phones differently.
Yeah, parang nagkaroon kami ng isang project na sa Android siya, saka sa iPhone meron. So sa iPhone, paggawa namin, gumagana, okay na. Kasi alam naming lahat naman yan pare-pareho eh. iPhone 4, 4S, 5, 5S, di ba? Pareho lang sila lahat. Gumana sa isa, most probably gumagana rin sa iba. Pero sa Android, nagka-problema kami kasi biglang may magre-report na, uy, hindi gumagana sa akin. Ano bang device mo? My phone. Patay, wala kaming my phone. Hindi ko alam paano maganahin doon, di ba? So, kailangan kong bumili ng my phone. Ang dami di ba? Merong MyPhone, may Star Mobile, may Cherry Mobile, kung ano-ano na Android, lahat ng gamit. Parang napaka-imposibleng matry ko sa lahat di ba?
So yun yung disadvantage. Kailangan
disadvantage.
yung device, yung factor ng device. Ayun.
Anyway, Alan, we have 40,000 students who can test your games. Yun na lang, iba't ibang device, no? Pwede namin gawin yun. Ayun, let's start with the startup, kasi kanina, Alvin, nagkakwentuhan kami off air about how to enroll or how to apply in a tech startup, kasi they are into this startup community also. Ayan, so let's start, kasi ang daming nakikinig na interesado about startup, kasi ito ay trending na ngayon, Alvin, because of the basically contribution din natin ng Vigaton Radio to support and promote startups. So, ayan. So, how to apply ba in a startup?
Well, it's like applying to any other company. Actually, yung finocus ko lang on startups kasi yung startups mas, we're more picky with people, especially given our situation. Ilan lang kami ngayon? 12. So, of course, every person counts. Pag nagdagdag ako ng tao, kailangan alam kong fit siya dito sa company. As opposed to, let's say, isang company na in a month nag-hire sila ng 10 tao, mas hindi sila nag-filter, di ba? Sa amin, lahat ng tao dadaan sa amin, titignan ko yung resume, okay ba to? O, pag okay, interview natin. So, what I did was, dahil nag-hiring kami ngayon, so ang daming nagsasubmit.
Yeah.
Pero, ang kailangan namin isang tao lang. Diba? So, maybe out of 50 submissions, kukontact ako ng maybe just 5. Tapos, interview ako ng 2 o 3. Parang ganun. Pero, yung number na yun, kung bakit out of 50, kinokontact ko 5 lang or 10 lang, is because of yung quality ng application. Minsan, nahirapan akong basahin. Parang hindi ko alam, magaling ba tong tao o hindi. Hindi dahil sa nakita ko talaga kung magaling siya o hindi. Dahil lang, hindi ko nabasa yung binigay niya, or parang na-feel ko na walang effort yung application niya.
Mm-mm.
So, ayun, naggumawa ako ng isang article lang na paano bang ma-improve yung chances na at least basahin ko yung application mo. So, it's
Sige,
simple.
let's start with the number 1.
So, simple things. So, yung una, you should write me a cover letter. So, a
Okay.
cover letter just explains your intention. Like, hey, I learned about your company, I want to apply. Ganun. And a cover letter is not just simply saying na you want to apply to any other company. You have to say na, I like your company because ganito. Parang, gusto ko yung atmosphere sa company nyo, gusto ko yung products nyo. So, in part, meron siyang research na kasama.
Okay.
So, kung yung mga engineer,
mag-a-apply
mga
yan.
developer, di ba magaling naman tayo lahat mag-research eh.
Yeah.
So, yung talent na yun sa pag-research ng technical, ilalagay mo lang sa pag-research ng company. So, parang i-stalk mo yung company. Sino ba yung founder? Kunwari, ako and si Andrea. Anong hilig ko? Anong mga nagawa ko? Pag nilagay mo sa letter na, nakita ko yung gawa mong ganito, nagsulat ka ng libro, ganyan. Ako, matutuwa ako sa'yo. Yeah.
Yes.
So, lalaki yung chance na, uy,
makuha ka.
maraming alam to sa akin. Kausapin ko nga. So, nakapasok ka na. So, ang next step is yung interview na. Yung interview, hindi ko pa tina-touch on. Kasi, important yung step na makapasok ka dun sa interview room eh.
Ano sa amin dito sa broadcast, ang tawag doon, hook.
Yun.
Hook. That's, kumbaga sa lead, halimbawa sa newspaper, you don't know really the story. But if you see the headline, it's interesting and it catches your attention, that's a hook. Parang ganun din sa'yo, di ba? Yung cover letter. Okay.
Tapos minsan nga yung cover letter, usually pag magsusulat ka, Dear Hiring Manager. Kaya ganun, di ba? Pag yung cover letter nakalagay, Dear Allen, ako may isip ko, patay. Ako yung kinausap, di ba? Hindi ko pwede ibigay kay Andrea. Ako dapat ang sasagot. So, parang mas mapipilitan akong sumagot. And once sumagot ako, may conversation na tayo, di ba? Lalaki na yung chances.
So, more or less parang sa'yo, yung personal,
personalized.
may may malaking,
Especially in startups. Kasi yung startups,
small companies.
small companies and talagang connected dun sa founders.
Mostly, parang family environment yung mga startup di ba?
Yeah.
Community na nga talaga siya.
That's
Kasi
right.
parang pag pumasok ka sa startup, parang pasok ka sa pamilya ko. Diba?
Ngayon, interview na.
Yeah.
So, what are you looking for sa applicant kapag ini-interview? What normally is your questions to them and ano yung in-expect yung mga sagot?
It's not exactly, a lot of people assume that you have to be from one of the top 3 schools or something to be considered. That's not true. We get people from all different kinds of educational backgrounds. Yung hinahanap din namin ay portfolio. So, like projects you worked on in school, or if you're not a fresh graduate, projects that you excelled in your previous job. So, we look at the languages that you know, and if you can show us an example, because your portfolio will speak for itself.
Yung languages pala, programming language,
sorry.
hindi English talaga.
Yeah, okay.
Ay, buti nilinaw mo yan.
Sorry.
Kasi I can speak French. Baka wala namang nalaman na
Well,
startup nyo, di ba?
that's also a cool skill.
Yeah. Alam mo nga, di ba, Alvin, nung isang guest natin dito, si Paul Rivera, sabi niya, there are 3 languages that you should know, lalo na daw sa startup. One is code, programming. 2 is Mandarin or Chinese. I don't know, sabi niya. And communication. So, 3 Cs.
Why Mandarin?
I don't know.
Napaka-specific
think,
na.
Alan can discuss. Kasi, di ba sobrang dami nga ng...
Mandarin speaking.
Yeah. Anyway.
Pero I think it's helpful if you want to communicate with China. Pero like right now, it's still not. Saka ang hirap. Mandarin is very hard. Maybe pag marunong ka mag-Mandarin, alam nila na matyaga ka.
At saka siguro kung if your business is growing, siguro sooner or later you'll be,
Yes.
'di ba? Magko-communicate kayo sa mga Mandarin-speaking companies, di ba?
Actually, China now is a big market even for apps.
Sa games,
And, sa
ang
games,
China.
malaki
Yeah,
ang China.
okay.
They're a huge
Pero
market.
para siyang parang pag galing ka dito, hindi mo makita paano pumasok
Oo.
sa economy nila.
Ayun na nga.
So, pag marunong ka mag-Mandarin,
You have an
siguro,
advantage
mas
now already.
Yeah.
Oo. I remember kasi isang BPO, dito rin yun eh.
Yeah.
BPO, they have a queue dedicated sa mga Mandarin-speaking customers nila. So, that tells us na ang dami talaga mga Mandarin-speaking people na around the world. So, to dedicate a queue for them. Ibig sabihin, this queue is these are people na nakikater lang sa mga mga Mandarin-speaking customers of a company, parang gano'n.
Ayan. So, Alan, most of the applicants ba sa White Widget ay talagang knowledgeable, or initially they have really this well-equipped knowledge in game dev? Or ano na?
It's their capacity to learn, which we're
Okay.
looking at. So we give like a skills test,
Okay.
which we ask them to solve problems that you should be able to solve in high school. And so if they're able to solve those and they know programming in another language, then we assume that they can be trained.
Okay.
And sometimes it's not if they can solve it or not. Parang whenever I give a test, I sit there with yung tester. Pinapanood ko siya kung anong ginagawa niya. So what's important to me is I see how you think, 'di ba? Yung iba kasi pagbigay ko ng test, pagtingin nila, ay, hindi ko alam to, sorry. Ganon. Pero usually pwede mong i-try man lang,
Yeah.
'di ba? So if I can see you trying and then nakita ko na ang dami mong iba-ibang paraan na sinubukan, which is ganon naman sa programming. Pag may problem ka, try natin tong method A, hindi gumana, method B tayo, method C. So pag nakita ko yung process na yun, mas okay na rin. Masagot mo o hindi, okay sa akin. Pero
Ano yan?
pag nasagot mo, okay.
May question ba doon na, are you a video gamer?
Hindi naman.
Hindi siya qualification or requirement na
Minsan
gano'n.
pang parang get to know, small talk, parang, ano mga hilig mo,
Ayan.
naglalaro ka ba ng games?
Okay.
Pero minsan rin, it can be a factor kasi
Oo naman,
you might
oo.
want to make a video game pero wala kang interest sa games mismo. You
So that
might
can be
say
hard.
na, I want to develop a game.
Pero,
Tapos,
Sometimes kasi importante rin yung immersion,
Interest.
di ba? Doon sa trabaho mo.
meron akong pamangkin, Alvin, and then Andrea, 9 years old, animator na. Yeah.
Diba?
Sa homeschool din, pinupuntahan siya ng teacher.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
He will be attending the Icon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's so cute.
Ayun, animator na siya. Anyway, talagang nag-uumpisa siya sa interest, no? Sa hilig. And then, parents should support that skill o yung interest ng mga bata. May future ba ang game development sa Pilipinas?
Oh, of course.
Yeah?
right now game development is still may chart ng ng mga startup industries in the Philippines kung ano yung level nila. Is it
Okay.
mature? Is it still in infancy?
Or
Game
saturated
development,
na.
or saturated na. Siyempre, pag saturated, mas mahirap nang pumasok.
Pumasok.
diba? Game development is in infancy.
Yes.
And even yung Game Developers Association of the Philippines, ang message nila sa mga companies is cooperation tayo lahat. Kasi pag saturated na, competitive na di ba? Parang, I want the market. Sa game dev, pwede pa tayo magtulungan. Meron akong hindi makuha ng work, puno na ako bigay ko na lang sa'yo. So, maraming ganong opportunities. And if an industry is still in infancy, malaki yung capacity to grow. So, when you start early, maybe in 5 or 10 years, pag naging mature na yung industry, you're one of the top. So, yun yung hopes. Kung
Ayun.
mag-start ka ngayon.
Arnie, magbe-break muna tayo.
Sige.
And siguro pagbabalik natin, we'll have the questions, yung mga text-in questions. And yung mga estudyante mo, baka may tanong din. Di ba? And of course, more. Alright, magbabalik po ang bigatin. Ang oras po natin is 35 minutes after 10.
Ito ang Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
Brad, nung ako'y nahulog sa hagdan,
karga kita, di ka magaan, hinabol pa ng Doberman. Basta't sol
Suabing suabe ang inuman, usapan natin kumagaan, usapang kompanyero light yan.
Malalim ang pinagsamahan, magaan ang usapan. Basta may Kompanyero Light Brandy. Drink responsibly.
Ngayon, gabi-gabi nyo nang mapapakinggan ang programang Lunas Kalungsugan. Lunas Kalungsugan. Kasama pa rin ang batikang broadcaster at writer pangkalungsugan, si Kuya Rudy Liwanag. Kasama din si Dr. Joe at si Nico Light. Subaybayan at tumutok sa programang ikinasisigla ng bawat Pilipino, lalo na ang mga senior citizens. Lunas Kalungsugan. Lunas Kalungsugan. Linggo hanggang Biyernes, alas 9 hanggang alas 10 ng gabi at alas 9 hanggang alas 10:30 ng gabi tuwing Sabado dito sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
Buhay mo ay ingatan mo.
Ang Lunas Kalusugan ay may free check-up tuwing Sabado at Linggo mula alas 8 ng umaga hanggang alauna ng hapon sa 4th floor Guadalupe Commercial Complex, EDSA Makati, tapat ng MRT Station. Tumawag sa telephone number 514-4597 o mag-text sa 0927-838-3828.
Pagkat yan lang ang yaman mo.
Ang programang hatid ay tulong at pag-asa.
Huwag na kayo masyado mag-aalala at nandito na po sa kaalaman niya ng Bantay OCW, tutulungan po namin kayo.
Tumpak na impormasyon sa mga usaping pag-abroad.
Sa bahagi naman po ng ahensya, kung hindi sila tutugon dito sa mga pananagutan nila, uobligahin pa rin sila ng ating POEA.
Naglilingkod sa mga OFW at kanilang mga kamag-anak saan man sa mundo.
Kahit umuwi na po kayo ng Nueva Ecija ngayon, itatawag po namin sa inyo kaagad yung magiging usapan sa ating Philippine Embassy sa Bahrain at nang masaklolohan po itong inyong pamangkin.
KBP at Gawad Tanglao, Best Public Service Program at Hall of Fame awardee ng Catholic Mass Media sa radyo. Pilipinas Online. Bantay OCW with Susan K. Alas 10:30 hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali. Lunes hanggang Biyernes. Pilipinas Online. Bantay OCW with Susan K. Dito sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Panata ng Radyo Inquirer, hindi lang mauna sa balita, kundi ang dalhin ka sa gitna ng mga pangyayari. Pamamahayag na may damdamin, hindi makasarili, patas at komprehensibo. Hatid ng mga mamamahayag na may paninindigan sa katotohanan. Sa serbisyo publiko, kakampi at karamay mo. Anumang pagkakataon, sa kahit anong panahon, sa balita, komentaryo at pagtulong sa kapwa. DZIQ, Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. May problema ba sa car insurance mo? Kailangan mo ng matinding serbisyo? Dito ka na sa Ants Insurance Agency. Serbisyo garantisado. Tawag agad sa telephone number 374-8900. May bibilin ka ba? Baka naman may gusto kang ibenta. Log on na sa vigatintrade.com. Nasa internet na, nasa radyo pa. Basta bigatin, bigatin ka talaga. Naghahanap ka ba ng magandang pasyalan? Gusto mo bang magkaroon ng maraming friends? Join na sa pinakabagong social networking site, vigatin.com, ang photo sharing site ng Pilipinas. Upload na! Vigatin talaga! Are you looking for the hottest gadgets, the latest fashion accessories, the most sumptuous buffets, or the best travel packages? VegatinDeals.com offers unbelievable deals, promotions, and discounts that will let you live more for less. Bargain hunting online has never been this fun, easy, and rewarding. Visit VegatinDeals.com today. Live big. Be a Vegatin. With branches all over the Philippines, Hotel Sogo is the hotel chain of choice for travelers and balikbayans. Affordable, safe, and complete with amenities, unlike other provincial hotels. Now you have somewhere comfortable to stay anywhere in Metro Manila or even when you visit your favorite province.
Pasyal to the max. Kahit saan, basta Vegatin. Kami ang bahala dyan.
Yung mga gustong pumunta sa Boracay this summer and Holy Week, may promo po ang bigatindeals.com sa La Carmela de Boracay located at Station 2. 775 pesos per passenger. Limited rooms lang po ito, kaya ano pa po ang hinihintay nyo? Visit na bigatindeals.com o tumawag sa 945-2568.
I'm at a payphone trying to call home. All of my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone, baby? It's all wrong.
Alright, nagbabalik po ang bigatin dito po sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. And syempre, yung ibang mga nabitin sa mga tanong, pagpapatuloy natin ngayon, Arnie, sa ating mga guests.
As a live audience ba muna tayo or sa mga text and questions?
Unahin muna natin yung mga text messages.
Okay. Yan. My name is James. Yan. Hi, James. Where is the white widget based?
Quezon City.
Quezon City.
Ayun. Hi, good morning. I'm James from Quezon City. She worked as a lead software developer, right? May I ask what different software she had done?
Andrea.
Let's see. I've made a crowd computing web application, recruitment. It's hard to go through all of them because I've done maybe 50.
Siguro yung mga recent lang.
Recent? I guess we recently have been working on... It's weird because I do touch a lot of languages. So in the past month, I've touched the Twitter API, Python. I've done PHP, I've done Cloud SQL, and then I did some Android and little iOS, and then that's all I can, and CSS3, and I did a little bit of JavaScript 2 days ago. So it's iba-iba at Google App Engine last night.
Okay, sabi ko sa inyo, mga students ko, hindi imposibleng matuto ng madami.
And you can always look it up on the internet.
Yeah, so no one can compete with the internet. So just use them. Use the internet. So, diba?
Okay, ito muna, Arnie.
Galing.
Hi, I'm Harold. Can I download some of yours on Play Store? What are they called?
Some of what?
Siguro yung app siguro.
Maybe you can go to our website, whitewidget.com, and
Andun
then
yung
we
listahan.
have a list of our works there. You can download it
Under
there.
portfolio.
Okay. Ayan ha, ayan. So, good morning. I'm Ferdinand from Fairview. Ano po yung naging inspirasyon ni Mr. Tan para maging successful?
Well, hindi ko namang masasabing successful na ako kasi
Startup.
I'm starting. Pero inspiration to start is just ano nga ba? Parang I just wanted to accomplish something. So nandito na yung interest ko in games, in software, and ang background ko is programming. And when I worked for other companies, napansin ko na it's not impossible to do it by yourself. Just yun lang. So I just started it. And it's that there's also the drive to want to be successful one day, and there's also the drive to have my own group. Diba? Kasi when I work for someone, isa sa mga naging problems ko ay yung kumbaga sa school, sa group work, hindi ko mapili yung team ko eh. Diba? And sa group work, alam naman natin hindi lahat
nag-work.
Hindi lahat nag-work eh. Pwedeng isa lang or
yung
dalawa
leader
kami.
lang.
Pagpasok mo sa work sa big companies, nandyan pa rin yung problem na yan eh. Maski ka-work mo local talent dito or ka-work mo mga ibang bansa. Yung ka-work ko mga taga-ibang bansa, mapapansin mo hindi talaga lahat gumagawa.
Yeah.
Yung iba nandyan lang parang meeting tayo. Ano nang gagawin natin? Tatanungin ka niya. Sabihin mo sa kanya anong gagawin. Siya, sasabihin niya dun sa boss niya anong gagawin. Parang pass the message lang. Para sa akin, kung yun lang ang ginagawa mo, hindi kita kailangan, diba? So it's more of I want a team that really does well kasi lahat tayo mag-grow tayo sabay-sabay.
Yung may chemistry siguro, no?
Hindi lang din yun. Also, may chemistry na, pero dapat multi-skilled ka pa rin.
Lalo na for startups, di ba? You have to work efficiently all around, di ba?
Yes, yan ang trend ngayon. Hindi pwedeng may isa ka lang na alam. Tingnan mo si Andrea. Ang dami yung programming languages na ginagawa. So, para kahit pa paano, indispensable ka. Ayan, let's have ito. Hi, I'm Nico from Quezon City. How was the working environment in New York?
It was quite crazy because people in New York are really hectic. It's like, okay, you want to have a meeting? We have 15 minutes to have a meeting, and then we have to get out of here. And they walk fast, they talk fast. And also, a lot of people want to migrate and they want to move to another country. But even if you're going to get a high salary there, I'd like to remind you that the living cost in New York is also very high. So it's a lot of fun to do it, but actually if you work here, if you stay in the Philippines and you're not part of the brain drain, you could actually have a better or as good standard of living in the Philippines. So New York is fun, but you can do the same work anywhere around the world because of the internet.
Yes.
They have a term for that, di ba? Yung fast-paced, what do you call that? Something to do with race. Rat race? Tama ba?
Yeah. It was like that.
Sa New York.
Yeah.
That's how fast they are, di ba?
Mhm.
Okay, ito pa,
Ayan,
question. Good morning, I'm Kenneth from QC. What inspired Miss Andrea to be what she was right now? O, ikaw naman, Andrea, what inspired you?
Sabi ko nga, ang daming questions, questions.
I guess I was really I guess this is gonna sound really lame and very dorky, but my heroes in life is actually Richard Feynman and Leonardo da Vinci. They tried to be like multidisciplinary. The word for this is a polyglot. A polyglot is someone who tries to master lots of things. And then this is the actual medieval Renaissance man, right? That's a Renaissance ideal. Their idea of the Ubermensch, or the ultimate man, who can, be all around sort of good at everything. And I'm really not good at everything, but I try to be. And I guess that I would say those people are my inspiration. And Richard Feynman is an amazing physicist, comedian / researcher, and you should check out his book. And he helped work on the atomic bomb. So yeah, he's really cool too. So those guys are my inspiration.
Ayan, marami ka ng follower, Andrea. Ayan, next question. Hi, I'm Katrina. What is the best programming language for developing games? What's the easiest and for more advanced? Yeah.
Well, right now people say one of the easiest is Unity, just because they say that if you're an artist, you can make a game with Unity. You don't need to be a programmer. So it's good to start with it. If you really have no knowledge, there's a free version of it. So just try it out, learn it. Then iOS. For doing iOS games, there are a lot, really. There's Corona, there's Kogo Studio. So these, the ones I'm talking about are engines that are built for gaming. So it's like you don't need to do everything from scratch. You want a character, meron ng pwedeng i-mold na character. So the first easiest is Unity, and it's growing really fast. I suggest starting with it. But there's also the usefulness of really diving into the programming part. So when you do Unity, don't just stop there. Learn C++ and Objective-C for iOS is also good. Then use other frameworks such as Kogo Studio, because they promote a very good sense of how to program, and they make you think about stuff. They make you solve a problem, like how will a character jump. Sa Unity, pwede mong sabihin na character jump, jump na siya. Pero yung computation kung paano nangyayari yun, importante din na malaman mo, kasi doon ka makaka-create ng sarili mong mga implementation. 'Di ba? Ang gusto mo yung game mo kakaiba sa doon sa store. Para makagawa ng kakaiba, kailangan yung binigay sa iyo gagamitin mo plus dadagdagan mo siya.
Okay. Dami questions pa. So, ako po si Ronald ng Taytay Rizal. Ano po ang mga requirements pag mag-a-apply at yung qualification? IT student pa lang po ako. May OJT ba? Do you accept OJT?
We have OJT. For requirements, just visit our website or our Facebook page, actually. We have a Facebook page named, of course, White Widget.
Good.
Just check it out. We have job ads there. And
Student pa lang siya. Do you accept undergrads?
yeah, we have internships.
Okay, internship. Yan, magandang umaga po. Ako po si Gerald ng Nueva Ecija. May mga branches po ba ang White Widget? Kasi Nueva Ecija pa siya.
No, we're small.
We're just a startup, but I think it would be awesome in the future to branch out.
Ayun.
At may question din yung sa taas. Pandami question. This is one well-participated episode natin.
Siguro one more question from text, then we'll give a chance to yung mga studio audience natin.
May mga training daw po ba? So, si Gerald, yan. May mga training daw po ba kayo?
Yes, actually, we don't expect you to know all of these languages when you start. And usually, for iOS, you'll learn from Alan, and for Android, you'll learn from me. So yeah, we do training sometimes.
Okay. My name is Aldrin. Gusto ko pong malaman kung pwede ma-run game apps sa Windows.
Marun ang game apps.
Maybe
in the simulator.
Well, it depends on what you use also. If it's a mobile app, you can also run it in the simulator. Pero merong, yung sinabi ko kanina, yung Unity, it can make an app that runs on multiple devices. And yung isa is Windows. So, pwede ka gumawa ng game na talagang for Windows gamit yung Unity. And then it will also run on your phone.
Okay, may simulator naman. May isa na lang.
Sige, go ahead.
Last. Why choose to enter game dev? Why choose to enter game development now?
It's the best job in the world, I think.
You get
people
to play and you get to...
It's like, what do people do in their job all day? It's like they work on something, so we work on games. And then after, when it's not work hours anymore, we still play games. So
it's like getting paid for playing games, di ba?
It's a lot harder than that.
It's harder than that.
It's harder than that.
Yeah,
at least
it's
what you're
still
doing
fun.
is what you like. It's part of your interest. So before I was, games were a part of me growing up. And whenever I played a game before, I always thought, bakit walang game na ganito? Bakit walang game na ganon? Sana meron nun para malaro ko. Yun yung laging nasa isip ko. And ngayon, nandun na tayo sa age na pwede kong gawin yung gusto kong game. Diba?
Which brings me to this question. Sige, one lang, Arnie. What makes a game interesting for you? Ano ba yung mga, sa palagay mo, requirements that a interesting game should have?
Wow, that would take a very long time to answer properly. But
totoo yan. Maraming factor para maging interesting ang game.
It's got to be unlike another game you've played, so it shouldn't be too similar to other games. And of course, the art has to be really good, and the gameplay should be challenging enough to engage the audience without making them feel frustrated or stupid. So just enough difficulty to keep you on your toes, but not too much that you feel completely frustrated.
Good note. Tama yan.
Okay.
Ayan. Grabe. Daming questions pa. Anyway, it's your turn. Question. Mga students.
What's a question?
Ayan, good. So, introduce yourself.
Ito yata yung mic, pwede yun.
Mic.
Mic.
Ito na lang sa mic ko.
Sige, go.
Yun to?
Okay lang. Sige, proceed. You just speak.
You can be
Just talk.
Go ahead.
Okay, hi, I'm Mal from UST, taking up IT. So we have this project at school where we have to develop a mobile app. Do you think it is, as a beginner, is it possible to create such app in such a short amount of time, like let's say 7 months?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Actually, 7 months is a long time to make an app.
Yes.
If it's a game, 7 months is just right. Pero if it's an app with one specific purpose, you can do it in 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
And in 3 months, it already looks good. Ganun.
Okay. Next question.
Any more?
Go. Question. Go. Heidi. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Heidi from UST2. It's not a question, it's more of an invitation kasi we're from JPCS. So, is it okay if we invite you or one of your people sometimes or in the near future to have a talk or a seminar in UST? Because students, they are very interested in games and they want to know more. It's just that we lack some resources. So, is it possible?
Yes, I'm sure Alan would love to.
Siyempre, Heidi, in-invite mo ba naman sila on air?
Now we have to go. Good job.
Actually, meron ding yearly event ang GTAP. So this year on October, merong Philippine Game Festival. So maybe you could also invite the students from UST
to attend that.
The
There's gonna be talks there on game development.
And nandun din kami.
Philippine Game
Festival.
Wow.
Yeah, that's in October. It's gonna be at SMX.
Meron din last year eh.
Oo.
Last year, Philippine Game Dev Festival siya. So, parang ang isip ng mga tao pang developers lang. So, ngayon, more on talagang celebration of games and nandun yung mga iba-ibang companies, pwede sila mag-talk, pwede mag-present.
And it's not just us. They'll have more speakers in the game industry. So, it will be sulit.
Oh, yeah. It will be sulit. Okay. One question pa. Come on. Yung question mo kanina, yung tanong mo kanina kay Allen. Yeah, sige. Date yourself. Come on. Go.
Hi po, I'm Chester po. Ayun, kasi po, first-timer lang po kasi kami sa Android. Bale, wala po ako masyadong background. So, medyo na-worry po ako na baka ma-overwhelm ako sa mga programming language na, yun nga, tulad ng Android. Ano pong ma-advise niyo po sa amin na first-timer po?
Start from the basics. And also, there are also developer docs. So, the documentation for Android na ginagawa ng Google ay yung pinakamaganda. But there's also books that you can get on Kindle, like Android Developers Cookbook or Android Programming Unleashed. These are really good books to try out. So if you go through the chapters step by step, may sample code din sila, so you can pull that from their GitHub repo. Download it. So from there, you'll be able to see working code examples. And Safari and O'Reilly makes some of the best programming books, I think.
And share ko lang kung paano ako natuto ng iOS. Kasi in my time, of course, iOS was still small. It just started. So, no school was teaching iOS. So, paano ako natutunan? Sarili lang talaga. So, what I did was just go online, Google mo, how do I learn iOS? Diba? Hindi pa nga iOS yung tawag nun eh. How do I learn to make an app for iPhone pa yung Google ko. And then, it will show me a tutorial for beginners. So, I'll take on that tutorial. When I know enough, I'll make a target in my mind. Okay, gusto ko gumawa ng ganitong klaseng app. Then, from then on, bawat tutorial na basahin mo is with that goal. So, hindi mo na, kasi yung first way of learning is to copy. So, yung tutorial, kakopy mo yung ginagawa niya. Second is to adapt, to apply it. So, after nag-copy ka ng tutorial, every time magbasa ka ng tutorial, it's for the goal of making your own app. Hindi na para magawa yung tinuturo ng tutorial. So, siskim mo na lang, hanapin mo yung part na kailangan mo. And then from then, meron ding iba-ibang resources like books, may mga cookbook like how to make, let's say, an alarm app, how to make a stopwatch, mga ganon. And meron ding yung Stack Overflow na website where people go in, they ask a question, how do I solve this problem? And then yun na yung sagot. So every time you encounter a problem, hanapin mo lang yung sagot online. And then eventually, ikaw na yung makakasagot ng mga problems. So,
I also wanted to share that making apps and games is actually really fun. And to show how simple it is, we actually had an event in our office only called the Flapathon. We all made like Flappy Bird type apps in like 2 nights. And we only just played it in the office. This is not for release for anyone. But that it's quite easy to churn out one of those apps. And just play. It can be fun, and you can do it very quickly. I think once you've mastered the basics.
Ayun.
Galing, sulit sa information.
Okay, Arnie, bago natin hingin yung kailang mga final messages for the program o sa mga listeners natin, may clean break muna ha. Sandali.
Just all over the Philippines, Hotel Sogo is the hotel chain of choice for travelers and balikbayans. Affordable, safe, and complete with amenities, unlike other provincial hotels. Now you have somewhere comfortable to stay anywhere in Metro Manila, or even when you visit your favorite province.
Okay. Arnie, may announcement kaya yata dyan?
Yeah, so isa sa ating in-sponsoran na event ngayon that is happening in alam po sa Smart ito eh.
Smart Tower.
Yeah, sa Smart Tower. Ang Drupal Camp Manila 2014. This is happening on it is a 2-day event ngayon, April 26 to April 27 from 8 o'clock in the morning ngayon. Di natin sila na-cover, no? Mamaya nandun ako. Okay. From 8 o'clock to 5, ayan, so Drupal Camp. Ang theme nila ay Elevate Your Skills for Drupal 8. O, di ba? Mamaya pupunta ako kasi ang dami nilang guest.
Pero sa
Ayan.
mga gustong pumunta
Yes, sa mga
doon.
gustong pumunta. Tickets will cost, for student, meron 500 pesos for early bird. Wala nang early bird, no? Professional, 700. And walk-in for students, 600. And walk-in for professional, 800.
800 pesos.
Yeah, pwede pa tayong umabol. So, sa mga organizations na gusto pang matuto ng bagong language ngayon, this is an open source language in Drupal. So, pwede silang pumunta. Sa Smart Tower po yan ngayon. April 26 to 27. So, tomorrow, meron silang mga contest. So, ngayon, more on tutorials, more on hands-on, and then mga speakers nila from abroad also.
Ayun. And nako, medyo kinakapos na tayo sa oras.
Yes, oo.
Sorry po dun sa mga text messages na hindi na namin mababasa. Oo, sorry. Pero this just gives us enough time para makahingit ng final message from our guests, from Alan and Andre. Siguro unahin na si Alan. Go ahead.
Parting words. Yeah. Alan.
Words.
Yeah.
Pwede mauna na lang si Andrea.
Sige. Andrea, go ahead.
I just wanted to share that if you guys wanted to ask more questions, we're actually on Facebook and Twitter. So visit our website, whitewidget.com, or visit our Facebook page, White Widget. And we also have this upcoming game that we're really excited about. And we're hoping it's gonna be a hit. And this will be out in iOS July and August for Android. It's called Face Mountain. That also has a Facebook page if you search for Face Mountain Game. And also the website is facemountaingame.com.
Ayan. Okay.
Alan?
So actually, message ko medyo pareho lang.
Ayan.
Pero Andrea mentioned Twitter, so you can connect with us on Twitter kasi Twitter, it promotes just talking to strangers, diba? So my Twitter handle is ABGTAN, so ABGTAN. Andrea's is
Dre Leving, so DRELEVINGE.
Ayan. So if you have a question, just send me a message on Twitter and we'll be happy to answer.
Ayan.
Okay.
Diba, Alvin? Ito yung career na hindi nakaka-stress. So, game development is naturally fun. So, pasukin po natin. It is an infant industry.
Ayan. Ako, hindi ko pa rin malaman ano ba yung ginagawa ko ng 12 years old ako.
Oo.
Hindi ko pa rin eh. Anyway, papaalam na po kami. Arnie, sige, may babatiin ka ba bago kang paalam?
Ay, sobrang dami. Ang UST Faculty of Engineering, ang EdTech Center at ang Engineering Student Council. Hi!
Okay.
Sa susunod na Sabado ulit.
Okay. And sa pangalan po ni Elson at saka ni Den, ako po si Alvin Barcelona. Hanggang susunod na Sabado sa aming pumunting programang Bigatin. Philippine Standard Time is 3 minutes after 11 a.m.
Radyo Inquirer. Ito ang Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. 990 AM.
Medyo lumiliw ng konti yung agreement na yan, ano? Ang comprehensive agreement on Bangsamoro. Kasi yung issue pala dyan kasama din eh. Isang bansa, dalawang gobyerno. So kung gano'n ang gagawin mo raw, kailangan idaan mo sa ating saligang batas.
Di ba may sinusulong na charter change? Hindi ba sinasabi nga na yun ang tunay na layunin para mapabilis na maisulong itong Bangsamoro framework, di
Pero
ba?
sabi nga, ready na ba tayo sa ganung...
Gano'n na ba tayo ka-mature?
Ready na ba ang Mindanao sa ganyan? So sinasabi natin mga kababayan, ito yung maganda po itong demanda na ito, pero it opens up into something na hindi na matata, like Kunanan for instance, no? Ay, hindi na matatakot ito. Hindi pala plunder ang haharapin ko. Di ba? Abogado lang ang kailangan ko niyan. Mababa yung kaso niya, hindi katulad ng
At saka
plunder.
dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, ang pinaka madaling gawin dito, mag-delay ng kaso.
Ganun nga eh.
May bagong uso ngayon eh.
Ano?
Share your MRT story.
Ang haba, ang pila sa tuwid na daan. Alam mo, ang teorya ko dyan, parang sinasadya.
Sinasadya, di ba yun yung pag-usapan natin? Yung pinag-uusapan na yung bagong bagong. Kasi sabi nga, wala talaga tayong magagawa pag kailangan dumating yung mga bagong bagong. Paratingin nyo na.
Arlene de la Cruz and Jake Maderazo. Banner Story. Alas 6 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga. Lunes hanggang Biyernes. Dito lang sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Banner Story. Mga araw-araw na pangangailangan. Mga balitang may pakinabang. Mas madali nang malaman. Libre sa isang basahan. Patunay lang na the best things in life are libre. Makukuha ang #1 free newspaper araw-araw sa lahat ng MRT at LRT 1 and 2 stations. Inquirer Libre. Ito ang Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
Good morning. Natupok ang tinatayang 3 milyong pisong halaga ng ari-arian sa sunog sa San Andres, Malate, Manila. Nagsimula ang sunog sa bahay ni Kagawad Erlinda Salonga kanina umaga. Mabilis itong kumalat at umabot sa alarma na Task Force Alpha. Ayon sa mga bombero, 12 apartment units ang natupok. Napulang sunog matapos ang halos 2 oras habang inaalam pa ang naging dahilan at kung ilan ang naapektuhan ng nasabing sunog. At yan po ang pinaka-latest. For more news and updates, follow nyo kami sa aming Facebook and Twitter account. That's Radio Inquirer 990 at yahoo.com. O di kaya sa aming live video streaming from our website. That's www.ustream.tv/channel/DZIQ. Ako po si Alvin Barcelona para sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM.
Radyo Inquirer. Ito ang Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. 990 AM.
Introducing the new 2/3 pound Indian style meaty, crispy burger, barbecue,
Hanson Canton.
made with all beef, real pork, with cheese and bacon strips, smothered in rich, creamy barbecue sauce.